Well done, many congratulations, through to another final here in Dublin. Just sum up how you're feeling.
I feel good. James didn't click. He was gone. The first time I've ever seen him gone, to be honest with you. And he just said to me, Phil, I'll give up. Why, I had no idea. He said it wasn't you, I'd just give up. So you'll have to ask him yourself. I don't think that's fair on people that have probably had a bet on him, but you know, he'll explain himself.
Do you think last night's game against Simon Whitlock, which went all the way, took something out of him and left him totally drained?
No, not at all, no, of course it's not. A good game does you good. It sets you up for the next day. He just give up.
Look, it's not just about where you throw the darts. There were some very clever tricks up there. You left him on a big finish by not going for the bull. You went off with the bull yourself at one point. Were you playing a few clever little tricks up there?
Why would you... What do you mean, clever trick?
Well, like not going for the bull when he was on 156.
He wasn't playing his best game, to be quite honest with you. So if anybody leaves 156, he's got to go, and he clipped the wire, by the way. But even then, he was a lot behind. Do you know what I mean? 156 is a massive shot. It's not tricks. It's not mind games. Not with me. It's just taking advantage of him in the front.
OK, look, final tomorrow. Dave Chisnall playing really well this week, hitting a lot of big scores. Give us your thoughts on that final, because he did take you out of the World Championship a few years ago. Have to remind you.
Why? Why have you got to remind me?
Because people will talk about it a lot, that, you know, it was a classic game.
That is the worst question I've ever had in all my career. Why are you reminding me of something that happened, what, 3 or 4? I won the World Championship last year. Yeah. Why don't you remind me about that one?
OK, you won the World Championship 16 times. But, you know, he's capable of giving you a real game up there.
So that's your question. He's giving me a good game. Of course he is. He's beat me more than once. Rod, sorry, but you've flummoxed me there. You've really got me on the up. I've just won a semi-final. Got to the final, and you're telling me I lost.
Well, you played really well. You played really well. We're looking for a classic final, and I'm sure you'll deliver one.
I am annoyed with you there, Rod. Sorry, but I am. I think you're out of order.
Well done. We'll see you tomorrow in the final.
Phil Taylor, not his normal jovial self there. A little bit prickly.
I think James Wade antagonised him on the hockey, and he's come off feeling somewhat angered by it. That's my take on it.
Frustrations coming through, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Rather than being frustrated on the hockey, Phil's a consummate pro on that hockey, and we know that. He's come off and the frustration's boiled over. That's what's happened right now.
He seems quite angry.
He was very angry. I think Wayne's right. I think what Phil's done over the years, along with a lot of other players, has put the proverbial backside on the line to give people a chance to be here. And he walks up there and sees James Wade, who he thinks hasn't tried. It insults Phil. And he's walked off the stage with that still in his head, and Rod's asked him a question, that Dave Chisnall has beaten him, and he's got
it was only 2011, wasn't it?
Yeah, no question. Dave Chisnall has got the game to beat Phil. We all know that. But he just caught Phil on the up. I think, as Wayne said, Phil's got the ump with James Wade, and that's why he's walked off in a little bit of a bad mood.
What about the Chisnall-Taylor final? It should be electric, shouldn't it?
Phil Taylor will not change anything about his game whatsoever. But I think Phil Taylor will not change. Dave Chisnall has to. Because today he got embroiled in a match that was methodical, a bit slow. That's how Phil plays as well. He's got to change routines and rhythms. The way Dave Chisnall stands back when he wants an important double and kind of builds himself up into a crescendo to release the dart is not going to work against Phil Taylor. More often than not, you will miss because the pressure will become too much. He's got to put that right tomorrow to have a chance.
Will the pressure get to Chisnall at all? He doesn't seem to be fazed by very much, really.
No, to be fair to him, Dave, he really is one of those players that just gets up there and throws darts. He doesn't make it complicated. But the one thing he's got to tighten up on are doubles, because Phil Taylor does not miss very often. And if Dave doesn't hit them doubles, he's going to lose. And that's the B end of it. I mean, he really has to tighten up. I mean, he's taken 6 darts to get on. I mean, Phil Taylor's going to be 200 in front of you before you've even hit a double.
He can think, though, back to the Van Gerwen game and get a lot about that, put the pipe performance out of his mind, I guess.
If Dave Chisnall plays like he did against Van Gerwen, he wins. Because no one could live with that. Absolutely no one. He was so...
Even Phil Taylor?
Even Phil Taylor. He was averaging 105 after 2 sets. He was unlucky, Dave Chisnall, not to win 3 sets to 0. It was only a moment of brilliance and genius from Michael Van Gerwen taking out a 1-2-7 that prolonged that match. And don't forget, in the end, Dave Chisnall won a last set that no one thought he was going to win. He's strong, he's confident, and if he can play his A game, he wins.
I tell you what.